We are going to go straight into our lightning round. The lightning round is when we talk about a lot of things in a very short period of time, and it is brought to you by Turner Construction. I was at Shadow Lake Town Center in Papillion this week, and right there on the east side of Shadow Lake Town Center was this construction project, big Turner Construction banner around the fence, and it's going to be a new branch office for Chase Bank. Turner is building those Chase Bank branches all over the place. There was one that opened recently near 132nd and Center, another one in Exarban Village. They're popping up all over the place, and that's just one example of the projects that Turner Construction does. And they can go a lot bigger than that. I mean, you may have heard of the Sarpy County Data Center, which is a multi-billion-dollar project along Highway 50 in, of course, Sarpy County, but also interior build-outs, small buildings. So it doesn't matter how big or small your company is or your construction project is, Turner Construction will take good care of you. They're about the largest construction company in the entire country, but yet here in Omaha, they behave like a small contractor and really get to know you personally and do an outstanding job. So Turner Construction, thanks to them for bringing this lightning round to you. All right, Brian, let's get into it. You like spicy food?
Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah, I can't. Is his microphone on? Oh, there we go. Okay. I can't get enough spicy food.
Okay,
yes.
yeah.
He said. He said
yes.
He said, "Oh, yes, I do." Anyway, Dave's Hot Chicken. Dave's Hot Chicken. It's a concept out of Los Angeles, fast casual, spicy chicken sort of place. They announced a new franchise deal to open 15 locations in Omaha, Kansas City, and Lincoln. They're looking for 2,500 square foot end cap bays or freestanding. They love to have the drive-throughs. Who doesn't these days? And by the way, Dave's Hot Chicken, their spice ranges from no spice to Reaper. I'm thinking I would be on the spicy side of midpoint, but not quite to Reaper, Brian.
I haven't, I haven't gone to the Reaper end of things in a while with chicken wings or anything. I might have outgrown that.
Well, that's just it. You know, if you go to the Reaper end, sometimes you can't function the next day. Isla Del Mar, outstanding Mexican seafood restaurant, 36th Street, South Omaha. They're expanding, actually. And they're going to open up in the former Aldi space, which is right by Dave & Buster's and Planet Fitness near 132nd. The old Aldi space by Dave & Buster's and Planet Fitness near 132nd and West Center Road. There are a lot of West Omahans who are excited about that place. I went to that Isla Del Mar restaurant. I've only been there one time just because I don't get down to 36th and Q very often, but holy cow, or I should say holy shrimp and scallop and crab leg. That is a good place. So excited to get them out at West Omaha. Then Get Real Sandwiches. Don't know much about it, but they have a banner and a posting for applying for a liquor license at 3901 Farnham Street. So, Brian, if you can picture the Blackstone district, there's a place called Butterfish, which very good sushi, by the way. They're in the same building. They kind of share the same door. You go in the door, then you can turn right to Butterfish. You go turn left for this Get Real Sandwiches place. Looks like it still has ways to go. I looked in the window, and they're still very much doing some build-out construction. So I would imagine at least a couple months before they'd probably open. But it looks like I can't wait to try it. And then Wall to Wall, which is a new wine, beer, and spirit store. This is a concept that Hyvee has created. And when you go to they've opened in Shadow Lake Town Center. Second time I've mentioned Shadow Lake in this segment. That's in Papillion near 72nd and Highway 370. And Brian, as a Sarpy County specialist, loves it when we talk about Papillion. But they're open there. They're going to also have one at 132nd and Center. Anyway, sorry about that. I kicked Brian's foot inadvertently. And they are a liquor superstore. You go in there, and from what I can tell, this is only their second one. They opened one in Hyvee's hometown of Des Moines, Iowa, and then they have this one. But I think it'll do pretty well. I mean, it's big, and if you like to have beer or spirits, you'll find it there.
It's nice to see Hyvee is really experimenting with some different things and forward thinking with the with their cafes, with the Wahlbergs concept going in on their Hyvee cafes, and then this. So they're definitely looking to be innovative and seeing what works in a changing market.
I agree with you, and I think that also applies to their fast and fresh convenience store concepts. Those have a little restaurant in them, and it's actually pretty good food that it's restaurant quality, not necessarily gas station quality. So I agree with you. They're doing some pretty clever stuff. All right. Construction has started on the MD West 1 building on the west side of that Avenue 1 area, 192nd south side of West Dodge Road. That'll be a one-story medical office building. If you drive by there, you'll notice the steel structure is going up and partly done in that area. So that's coming along pretty nicely. And then, Brian, have you had a chance to go into the Kempton Cottonwood Hotel, the old Blackstone Hotel, since it opened about a year ago?
I have not, and I can't wait to do it. But I've had a couple of opportunities, but it just hasn't worked out.
It's beautiful.
That's
really
what I
is. Yeah, and we got a cool little bit of affirmation for that project. The Kempton Cottonwood Hotel, formerly known as the Blackstone Hotel, the namesake of that district and neighborhood at 36th and Farnham, was named an award winner in the Building Design Construction 2021 Reconstruction Awards. There were 18 winning projects that were honored for Best in Reconstruction, Adaptive Reuse, Historic Preservation. And so this was reported by Omaha's own Leo A. Daly architecture firm, which did that project for the owners. And Leo A. Daly talked about transforming the hotel from its previous use as a commercial office back to the grandeur of its heyday in the roaring 1920s when it was known as the premier stop-off between San Francisco and Chicago. And regular listeners know that the Blackstone is famous for where the Reuben sandwich was invented and Trenton Maggott's great-grandfather owning the place. So with that, the music is playing. Brian, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks a lot for the opportunity. I really appreciate it. It's always so much fun.
Always good to have our friend Brian on the show with us. That's it for this week. I'm Jeff Beals. You've been listening to Grow Omaha, brought to you by Turner Construction, D&M Roofing, and NAI NP Dodge. If you like this video, be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons. And remember, Grow Omaha is not just media. This is a mission. We are trying to build up Omaha and make it an even better place. We can only do that with your help. Share this video with your friends, neighbors, and family.